Hey guys, how you doing? Darkest of Rabbits here. Um, it's been a while since I posted a deck profile, mainly because I've not been playing quite as much Yu-Gi-Oh recently. I've been working on uni stuff. But I was looking around, and on YouTube there doesn't seem to really be much Arkana deck profiles. We have had Yugi's legendary decks come out recently, which includes some of the stuff that Arkana used in the anime. And I just think it's quite an interesting build. I know there's lots of Dark Magician support out there already. You got your Dark Magician Knight, you got Amulet Dragon, you've got all the new spell cards that are coming out. You know, you can build a decent Dark Magician deck, but this one I'm sort of focusing on the kind of things I think Arkana would do if he was to build the deck. So, mostly stuff to do with getting Dark Magician to the field, trying to back him up. And lots of burn damage, lots and lots of burn damage. So yeah, this is my idea of what he would have if he was to run a deck. So let's get started, shall we? So the first three cards are obvious. 3 Dark Magicians. We've got 2 of his and 1 with just fancy artwork. 3 Dark Magicians, that's your staple. It's mostly about getting him to the field, and one of the handiest cards for doing that is this guy, Legion the Fiend Jester. Now, if you don't know what he does, he lets you get another tribute summon of a spellcaster type monster during your main phase. So when you bring him out, you get another summon, essentially. So play him, go into, say if you got another monster on the field, go into your Dark Magician, get rid of him for Dark Magician Girl, stuff like that. The second effect is when he goes to the graveyard, you can add a normal spellcaster type monster from deck or graveyard to your hand. So it's obviously going to be this guy. And I was going to run less than 3 because I found that my hand just kept filling with Dark Magicians, but because you can take it from graveyard, that's invaluable as well. So 3 is very good for that. And to help get him to the field, we've got 3 Mystic Tomato. If you don't know what it does, this tomato is destroyed by battle, then goes to your graveyard, you can special summon a dark monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck. So, Mystic Tomato, into Legion, into Dark Magician. Easy as that. All the other stuff is just sort of interesting add-ons and helpful stuff, I guess. So we've got a Skilled Dark, another way to help you get into your Dark Magician, then you do run lots of spells in this deck. Dark Magician Girl, in case it gets late game, all your Dark Magicians are in the graveyard along with all your legions. That's a 2900 attack Dark Magician Girl, which is nice, I guess. Double Cost on, works as 2 tributes for Dark Monster, so that's your instant Dark Magician there. Breaker the Magical Warrior, 1900 with this counter. Take the counter off, is just a bit of extra spell removal. And run 2 Malastol Demise. So what this guy does is, if he goes to the graveyard by the effect of a continuous spell, he comes back the next standby phase. We'll get into the continuous spell when we get there. But this is something that Arkana used in this deck, and this is where your burn damage comes in. We'll get into it with the spell card later. We're on a Big Eye, just to, again, this is a fun deck. Big Eye just to sort of help you help you get to your useful stuff quicker, help you see what's coming up, sort of arrange yourself accordingly. Mission of Faith, help you get some spells back. And Kaseitai. I run Kaseitai because of one of the spells I run in this deck, and that's Dark Magic Curtain, which is a staple in this deck, because you're running 3 Dark Magicians. So that halves your life points to special summon a Dark Magician from your deck. So you do suffer a lot of life point loss with this. So with Dark Magic Curtain and another card I run in this deck as well, you lose a lot of life points too, as well as your opponent. So you want to try and gain your health back. There's a lot of stuff you want to play face down, like your Mystic Tomato, your Big Eye, your Mission of Faith. So you want to bluff your opponent into sort of attacking this and start getting your life points back up. As I say, this deck is fun. It's just a game. It's just one I play with friends, with my girlfriend as well. Yeah, this isn't exactly meant to be super competitive, but it's just an interesting take on Dark Magicians. So that's the monsters for now. And I'm also sad to say I don't run an extra deck with this. You very much can though, as there are mountains of level 4 and you've got your 3 Dark Magicians. So that's your level 7 play. So you can go into Red Eyes Flare Metal, you can go into Dracosac, Master of Blades, Big Eye, yada yada yada. So we go into our spells next. Our spells are a lot of support for the Dark Magician, just a lot of handy stuff, I guess. But again, it's just fun and interesting, and there's no multiples of any spells, but if you want to specialise an area of this deck, run multiples of certain spells. I'd probably definitely say run multiple Dark Magic Curtain, at least I'd probably say 2. I wouldn't go any more than 2, because it only works from your deck, so if you wind up with the 3 Dark Magicians in your hand, Dark Magic Curtain's dead. Dark Magic Curtain special summons your Dark Magician from deck at the cost of half your life points, which is a big cost if you're playing from 8,000. But again, say you've got a Dark Magician hiding at the bottom of your deck, which you've not summoned yet, and it gets late game, you've got 500 life points left. That's no cost to end the game. One thing I would definitely say to run multiple of is Dark Magic Attack. If you have a Dark Magician, destroy all spell trap cards your opponent controls. That's just a fantastic card, and you should definitely run multiple of it. I don't, just because this build is more of a skeleton build, so it's got a little bit of everything. A little bit of burn damage, a little bit of destruction, a little bit of, life gain, all that kind of stuff. But feel free to sort of multiple these up. I run 1,000 Knives because that's instant destruction. If you control a Dark Magician, target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it, easy. There was a spell I was running in this deck called Soul Taker, and it was destroy an opponent's monster, but they gain 1,000 life points. And I realised it was stupid to run that when you could just run 1,000 Knives. I did have 1,000 Knives, but excuse me, I was also running Soul Taker. I thought, well, I could just run another 1,000 Knives if I wanted, but I don't. Anyway, keeping with the Dark Magician and the whole Arkana theme, I run Mystic Box. This card is by no means good. It's fun though, very fun. Particularly if you want to say, so what Mystic Box does, because it's never run, it's never explained really. So what Mystic Box does is you target one monster your opponent controls and one monster you control. Destroy theirs and give them yours. So you can instantly get rid of any massive threat they have and give them something terrible of yours. What I would possibly advise is, say, go into a Mystic Tomato, and attack into the Mystic Tomato, and then you get to summon a Legion to your side of the field. Easy. Give them a Legion, destroy it, get the Dark Magician from deck to hand. Again, there's lots of stuff you can do with this deck. You can send them a Dead Breaker to, take some life points off them. There's plenty of stuff you can do. Or there's another spell, Swing of Memories. Special summon a normal monster from your graveyard and it's destroyed during the end phase. So bring back a Dark Magician from the graveyard with Swing of Memories, use Mystic Box, give them the Dark Magician, and then it's doomed. You've cleared their field at no cost. Except the cost of the couple spells. But never mind. Moving on. Magical Dimension. So if you control a spellcaster, which you no doubt will with this deck, target one monster you control, tribute that target, then special summon a spellcaster from your hand, and then destroy one monster on the field. Easy. You will no doubt have a spellcaster on the field. So that's an easy out. So even if you don't have anything else to sacrifice on the field, use your Legion, sacrifice that, bring out your Dark Magician, and then destroy an opponent's monster, clear the field. Again, it's more destruction, more ways to get Dark Magician, simple as. And on to a bit of our burn damage. So I run Ectoplasmer. An Ectoplasmer works with this guy. So Ectoplasmer is your continuous spell that you use with Malice Doll's Demise. So Ectoplasmer is during only once during each player's end phase, each player tributes one face-up monster on his or her side of the field and inflicts damage to the opponent's life points equal to half the original attack of the tribute monster. So, during your end phase, you tribute Malice Doll Demise, inflict 800, and then it goes to the graveyard. You're without Malice Doll Demise for a turn, but during your standby phase, he comes back. And then, you're getting a constant 800. As long as you can back yourself up, you're getting that constant 800 points of damage each turn. It's just constant burn. And you run 2 just in case one of them gets destroyed in a battle somehow, or you just need to back yourself up by putting it on the field. Stuff like that. I run Dark Hole, just for more destruction, easier destruction in case you don't have Dark Magician on the field. I run a Mage Power because we like to increase the attack points of our monster, try and get over things that are tricky. You can even use it on smaller monsters. It works well with this guy as well, Kasetai. So if your opponent attacks this, it becomes an equipped spell, but it's on your side of the field. It gets in the way, but it gives you another 500 points for Mage Power. So instantly you've got 1,000 attack points between that too. Which is no big threat really, but it's always a help. I run an Axe of Despair because more attack power. And again, it's all about just destroying the opponent. I run an Allure of Darkness because all but one monster in this deck is dark, and it's just good draw power. Pot of Duality, while it gets in the way of your special summoning, it just helps you get what you want. Spell Absorption because life gain. We want to restore the life that we're losing from this. A Nightmare Steel Cage just to sort of help you get your play set up. You can, bring out a cost on and then go into Legion, and then that's you straight to your Dark Magician. And Silent Doom. Silent Doom brings back normal monster in defense position, and it can't attack. Now that can't attack is for the rest of the game. So you can then use that Dark Magician for tribute fodder. You can use it to trigger your Dark Magic attack, your Thousand Knives, Mystic Box, give them a monster that just can't attack, stuff like that. So that's the spells. And now onto our traps. There's not too many traps, there are 8. But again, they're just sort of backup. A couple of them are from the Yugi's Legendary decks, because, they help with Dark Magician, funnily enough. One of which was Dark Renewal. So if your opponent brings out a monster, target one monster they control, one monster you control, one monster they control, and one spellcaster monster you control. Both are destroyed. Send both to the graveyard. Then you special summon one Dark Spellcaster monster from your deck or graveyard. So your opponent brings something out, you blow up that monster and one of yours, and then you can bring it back. Easy. So you could even say use Silent Doom to bring back. Let's say you use Silent Doom to bring back the Dark Magician. Sitting there in defense position, can't attack. Use Dark Renewal, blow it up along with your opponent's monster, and then bring it back, and it can't attack. Fantastic. The next card is Black Illusion. This was another one of the ones with Yugi's Legendary decks. Basically protects Dark Magicians for the turn. Can't be destroyed by battle card effects. Their effects are negated, but there's only one other dark spellcaster monster in this deck that over 2000 attack points that has an effect. Granted, their effect will boost your attack, but again, you're wanting this for your Dark Magicians, and they don't have effects, so you shouldn't really need to worry about that. I run Magic Cylinder for the burn, Ring of Destruction for more burn, and again, this is why you're running things like your Spell Absorption and Kaseitai, just to try and get your life points back from that. Widespread Ruin, because we like Destruction. Soul Resurrection, which is called the Haunted for normal monsters. Call the Haunted, which is called the Haunted. And Soul Wishes, just for more life gain. And that's constant life gain, working with Allure of Darkness as well. And, no, it doesn't work with Plot of Joy, but it works with Allure of Darkness and so on. But yeah, so that's it. As I say, this is more of a fun deck. I just sort of run with friends and sort of like to have fun with. There's lots of ways you can go about changing this. You can throw in the Eye of Timaeus and have your Amulet Dragon. You can throw in Dark Magician Knight, a Dark Flare Knight. You could basically just throw in all the different Dark Magician support. And what I'd probably say is bump up some of the spells, maybe put your Dark Magic attack to 3, your Thousand Knives to 3, and that would make this deck hella annoying. And yeah, that's about it. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll maybe get another deck profile up at some point. I doubt it, because I'm not really making... I never really did make competitive decks, but I'm thinking on making some fun decks to try and just, I don't know, have some fun anyway, because that's what this is all about, right? Anyway, I'm rambling now. See you later, guys.